What's good, everyone? It's MA76B-Ball. I'm back at it again with another video for you. Thanks for dropping by. Big shout out to the Soul Firm. This video is actually from one of their members. Someone contacted me and was asking me about the Vert training that I was doing, and was asking me like which exercises I thought were most effective. So granted, I'm only in like week 2 here, but there are a few exercises that were introduced to me on the program, and a few exercises that I knew about beforehand, just doing a little bit of research on YouTube and on the net. So this video is just showing some of the exercises that I really take to, some of the exercises that are really agreeing with my body. There are other exercises that I am doing because of the program's requests, but I've not included in the video because they're quite challenging for me, and yeah, I don't know, my technique's probably not that very good. So please keep in mind, I am not a trainer. I'm just your average dude who just ordered a jumping program, a Vert program, and just seeing where it takes me. I'm hoping that I will have results, but in the meantime, this is just a video of the exercises that I really like. Alright, enjoy. So the first exercise are lunges, and these are pretty straightforward. The only thing really to keep in mind when doing these, you don't want to let your knee go past your toe, and upper body is straight. Keep your core tight, and don't rush the exercise and try to explode when you come back up. You can see I'm obviously not using any weights. When I purchased the program, you can go one of 2 ways. You can start off with weights or without, and just because I'm not in a rush and I do have a certain back injury, I chose the way of no weights. So after that, jump squats. Your knees, you want to have them about shoulder width apart. You want to break at the hip and explode up. I would prefer that my back was actually straighter and not leaning forward as much. I'm not really exploding up towards the ceiling because my kids are actually sleeping right underneath this room, so I couldn't go full out. Next up, hip extensions. This exercise has been in some of my other videos. Again, I feel this exercise is working with me. So again, your legs are, you want to bring in your feet close to your glutes, shoulder width apart. When you thrust up and bring those hips up, you want to squeeze your glutes and hamstrings, and you're holding for 1 or 2 seconds at the top. Again, it's a slow exercise. There's nothing to rush here. You're working on technique. This activates your hamstrings, calves, your glutes, what they call the posterior chain, which are essential in jumping. Next, again, this is another one that's been in my past videos. These are kickbacks. It kind of does the same as hip extensions, but of course you've got gravity working against you now for a little bit more resistance. And again, you want to bring that leg up in line with your back and squeeze at the top. You're working on quality, not quantity. And another thing is when you bring your knee into your stomach and chest, make sure you're squeezing those abs and keeping that core real tight. So next up is kind of a core combination, kind of like a circuit. You want to do the plank here for roughly 20 seconds, but of course adjust it to whatever level you're at. You could go 5, 10, 15 seconds, 30, 40, wherever you're at in terms of your ability. And once you hold that, you're going to go straight to the next exercise, which are going to be crunches. Again, there's certain ways you could do this. You could go for reps of 10 or reps of 20, or you could go along the lines of as many as you can within a certain amount of time, like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Again, you can see myself here. I'm just in control, making sure I'm working on the technique and squeezing, breathing properly. Don't ask me about the hands across the chest. I'm no expert. Maybe they could be on the sides of my head, but I'm just comfortable in this position, and
yeah, that's what works best for me. So once that's done, you go straight to the other side, and again, this is a lateral plank, keeping that body super straight and stiff. Concentrate on your core. You don't want to let the hips collapse. You want to keep this position as best as you can. And again, I think I'm just counting in my head for about 20 seconds or so. After that, next up you have flutter kicks. So I put my hands into like a ball or a fist. You place them under your glutes. You try your best to keep your legs straight, and you do these flutter kicks, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. And that's how you're counting those, and I go for 20 of those. Then you hit the lateral plank on the other side, you know, targeting the obliques. But this does many things as well, just even your shoulders and your arm, you know, it gives a good stress or resistance to those muscles. Next up, reverse lunges. This is kind of an exercise that's somewhat new to me. I have done it a few times, not too many times, but another exercise that I'm working on, like targeting how far back I place my leg. Like that time the foot was off the mat. A few attempts ago, my foot was still on the mat. But again, you're just concentrating on that knee not going past your toes. Like that's a good position there. Keeping your upper body straight and the core tight. And again, just quality, quality, quality. Now the Bulgarian split squats. This is literally the second time I've done these, and I love them. I really enjoy this exercise. I'm still working on technique. You can see, even though the camera's at an angle, my knee is going past my toes, so my foot that's based on the floor is not out further far enough. This also helps a lot with balance. You can see me kind of struggling a little bit there, so it's good for balance, and that engages your core. It also forces you to focus on the exercise. But yeah, this is a very challenging exercise. As time goes on, you can add weights to it. So an outside exercise that I really like is just what they call a jump box. I don't have a jump box, but I use the cement wall in my the parking area of my house. And the key here is exploding off the ground as quickly as possible. You want to get off the ground. You're just snapping off the ground. That's what you're trying to concentrate. God forbid, don't smash your knees or your shins. Make sure you clear that box. Here, I don't know the name of this exercise. It is in my previous videos, and this is another one that I absolutely love. And because it mimics the entire action of jumping off of one leg and having that, you know, the ledge to work on, it just builds up that much more muscle in your legs. But yeah, it's just a great exercise. I love this one. Give it a try. Then walking lunges. You know, this is a love-hate relationship. This exercise feels great, but often after I finish, I can barely walk. It is completely different than doing static or stationary lunges, you know, the ones that I had earlier in the video. These are 20 times harder, and it works that much more on the body. And, oh geez, yeah. Usually, like, my legs will seize up after this one. Now this is the last one. This is like a track and field exercise. They're called bounds. By all means, my technique is horrible. Please jump on YouTube and have a look. But what you're concentrating on is landing on the ball of your foot and exploding off.
Alright, so that's it. Some of the exercises you can see, you know, I don't have the best technique. I'm working on it, you know, it's a work in progress. But, you know, probably the biggest factor in all of this is I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the process, and I have seen results. You know, my body fat percentage has dropped. I'm feeling leaner. I'm feeling stronger. You know, maybe not yet. I'm jumping higher. I wouldn't say that's the case yet. I have seen some improvements, but yeah, just feel better. Feel stronger. So that's a great thing. So we'll see where it takes me from here. So that's about it, guys. Hope you found something that'll be beneficial for you if you're trying to learn how to jump higher. But by all means, you know, search and look for actual programs out there. They're obviously going to be way more comprehensive. There's a lot of details that I did not include in this video, you know, about the number of reps and the sets that you should be doing, and you know, for the first few weeks you should be resting 30 seconds, or in the next phase you're only resting 10 seconds, etc, etc. Those types of details, you know, you want to plan out for yourself, and obviously invest into an actual jumping program if you choose to do so. Anyways guys, that's it. Thank you so much. Peace to all of you out there. Hope things are all good. Again, there's a lot of tough, difficult circumstances happening over in the States. Here in Japan, we've had just typhoon after typhoon after typhoon. People are losing their homes and things like that. So please, you know, take care, guys. Be careful. Stay close to your loved ones, and all the best. I'm out.